With Manel Cap's fight getting canceled last week, that obviously affected our Locky two-step and Locky Trinity. But if you did manage to go back to the page or the YouTube video for that segment, you guys noticed in the comment section I did drop an updated version of the Locky Trinity and Locky two-step. And thankfully, the Locky two-step comes through as we had Joshua Van and Fareed Basharat cash at -114. Unfortunately, Ricky Simone dropped the ball for us, and we have to rip up the Locky Trinity ticket. But this week I got another Locky two-step and Locky Trinity to hopefully cash in on another free parlay for you guys. Also, if you guys are enjoying the parlays and you guys are a degenerate parlay builder yourself, you guys can check out the Parlay Party, where I give you guys a +100, +200, +300, +400, +500 parlay for the UFC 297 card strictly on the Patreon page. And it's not like a ladder. I don't keep adding to try to get to those numbers. I use a different combination of fighters for every single parlay, so that even if one parlay ends up getting scratched because of a fighter losing, likely more parlays are still live and possible to cash. So make sure you guys check that out on the Patreon page. Link for that in the description below. All right, let's get right into the Locky two-step for UFC 297. First step is going to be the chalkiest spot, or one of the more chalkier spots on the free parlay here. It's going to be Jillian Robertson. She comes in going up against Polyana Viana, another grappler, another BJJ specialist. But I think Robertson is the superior wrestler here, which will allow her to dictate the pace and where this fight actually ends up taking place. I think she's going to be able to land the takedown here. And I think that it's a matter of time before she's able to get to a dominant enough position to open up a submission opportunity, which I believe will likely come by rear naked choke. I know she's chalky at this point in time, but Polyana Viana is a fighter that can be easily grinded out and also easily submitted if you have an aggressive enough submission game, as we saw with Yasmin Lucinda last time around. I think Robertson should have no trouble finding that submission and cashing the first step of the Locky two-step. Second step in the Locky two-step is going to be Movsar Evloev. He's going up against Arnold Allen, and Evloev is 17-0. Top prospect, a guy that could potentially be fighting for the title by the end of this year or maybe early next year. He has a relentless chain wrestling style, but also has an improving striking game. But the best part of his game, especially in regards to this matchup, is his high output and high activity. Allen is normally a low output fighter and relies on big moments to end up winning his fights, just like the Sadiq Yusuff decision that he won. But I expect Evloev to stay away from the brunt of the big shots of Mr. Allen, and that will allow him to either mix in some takedowns or even stay active enough on the feet to make it look good enough for the judges, allowing him to cash our Locky two-step, which came in at +117 earlier in the week. If you hopped on the Patreon, you would have gotten it on Monday at +117. As of this recording, it is now down to -107. Another positive of dropping onto the Patreon page to get these a little bit earlier and get a slightly better price tag. If you want to complete the Locky Trinity, the best way to do it is to add Jasmine Jasudavicius, who is one of the more chalkier spots on the card, but I think she has a huge grappling advantage over Priscilla Cachoeira. We know Cachoeira loves to go out there and try to knock her opponents out with her zombie-like fighting style, but Jasudavicius is one of the better wrestlers and grapplers that this division has to offer. I fully expect her to get this fight to the ground and control Cachoeira with relative ease from that top position. Whether it translates to a finish or a dominant control-based decision, I don't think that we'll see Jasudavicius in much trouble in this matchup. Priscilla Cachoeira has nearly no game off of her back, which makes it a lot easier for Jasudavicius to go out there and secure the victory in this fight. So if you add Jasudavicius, right now you'll get +142 for the Locky Trinity, but if you locked it in on Monday when I dropped it for the Patreon folks, you would have gotten +172, 30 cents more. Amazing spot there. Again, another reason why you should hop on the Patreon page if you love these types of parlays. All right, there you guys go. Locky Trinity, Locky two-step, locked in for you guys. Tomorrow we got one more big segment coming your way with the 3 best prop bets. See you guys then. Peace.